Hello and welcome to today's evening yoga for happy, healthy hips and hamstrings. Today we will be exploring gentle movements to help us strengthen, mobilize, and stretch the mind and body so that we can rest in a space of acceptance and tranquility. We'll get started today lying down on our backs, placing the palms under the thighs, using core strength and rolling down one vertebra at a time. Gifting yourself a moment to find a comfortable position. Allowing the knees to rest against one another as you heel-toe your feet towards the edge of the mat. Placing one palm on the belly, the other on the heart space. Noticing how the body responds to this posture. Noticing how the mind responds. Perhaps there is some internal dialogue. And recognizing that that is okay. Simply observing. On your next inhale, drawing the knees to the chest, you might like to interlace your fingers around the shins, perhaps swaying the body side to side, finding a gentle massage for the lower back. You might like to circle the knees in one direction, mindfully lowering the feet to the earth, knees are bent. From here, we'll extend the left leg towards the mat, keeping the foot flexed. Inhale, flex the knee, guide it to the chest. Raise the leg and gently lower. And again, bend, lift, and lower. Flowing through this movement a few more times, keeping the foot flexed, keeping the hips squared. Really pushing through the heel of your foot as you lower that leg. Engaging the core here. Once more in this direction. And we'll reverse the direction. Raise the leg, bend the knee, and extend. Raise, bend, extend. A few more times. Allowing the heart space to open, feeling the shoulders melting into the earth. One more cycle. And relaxing the left leg, relaxing the foot. Rebending the left knee, placing the left foot on the ground, and we'll take this sequence on the other side. Gently extending the right leg out, flexing the foot. Inhale, bend the knee, raise, and lower. Bend, lift, and lower. If it's too challenging to keep your leg extended, you could always keep a micro bend in that knee, knowing that you can always modify these postures to suit your energy levels for today. Reversing the direction. Lift, bend, extend. Lift, bend, extend. Keep going. And gently relaxing the right leg. Well done. You might like to point the foot. From here, drawing the knees to the chest, extending both legs skywards. Point and flex the feet a few times, stretching the ankles, strengthening the arches of the feet. Doing your best to keep the ankles, the knees, and the hips aligned. And from here, creating circles with the ankles and the feet in one direction. And swapping the direction. Flex the feet, push the heels towards the sky and breathe. Rebend the knees, interlace your fingers around the right shin, extend the left leg, grounding down through the left heel. You might like to circle your right foot and your right ankle, guiding that right knee towards the armpit, feeling a beautiful release for the hip flexors. You might like to close the eyes here for a more introspective experience. From here we'll come into supine pigeon, bending the right knee and placing the lateral edge of the right foot atop of the left thigh, either interlacing your fingers around the left shin or under the left thigh, and maybe circling the left foot in one direction and the other. Noticing the stretch in the outer glutes, the outer hips. Transitioning into supine cow face pose, Supta Gomukhasana, guiding the right knee in front of the left knee and grabbing a hold of the blade edges of your feet, drawing the knees to the chest as you simultaneously draw the heels away from the midline. Doing your best to maintain contact between the lower back and the earth. Gently release, draw both knees to the chest, maybe swaying side to side. And we'll take this sequence on the other side. Finding wind relieving posture on the left, interlacing your fingers around the left shin. One more mindful breath. And we'll set up for supine pigeon pose, bending the right knee, placing the right foot on the earth, crossing the left ankle on top of the right thigh, and finding your variation of this stretch. Allowing yourself to become supple, feeling a softness as you embody the essence of this posture. From here, guiding the left knee in front of the right, supine cow face. Seeing if you can soften a little more with every exhalation. Gently uncross the legs, draw the knees to the chest, and return the soles of the feet to the earth. Setting up for bridge pose, grounding down through the heels of the feet, raising the pelvis, the lower back, the mid-back, squeezing the glutes at the top, engaging the inner thighs. Exhale, lowering down with control. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Creating space between the chin and the chest, and doing your best to keep the knees aligned with the ankles. On your next inhale, raising the pelvis, keeping the hips elevated, and we'll begin to raise one heel off the mat at a time. Lower it down and raise the opposite heel. Know that you can always bring your feet slightly closer to the torso for this variation to help you find a little bit more stability. This is a great way to strengthen the arches of the feet. Keeping both heels raised, we'll take a few rounds of bridge pose. Noticing if the knees begin to knock together or splay out to the side, seeing if you can keep them aligned with the hips. Really pressing down through the toes and the balls of the feet. Great work, knees to chest. Finding any organic movement here. Returning the feet to the earth, and we'll again come up into a bridge lift, this time placing your palms under the sacral region of your spine. Grounding down through the right foot, bend the left knee and extend the left leg skywards. You might like to point and flex the foot a few times, feeling the engagement in that left leg and feeling the support of the glutes and the hamstrings on the right hand side to keep you stable, mindfully returning that foot to the earth, knowing that you can always reposition your hands, and when you're ready, taking this on the other side as we raise the right leg, coming into Ekapada Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Breathe. Gently return the foot to the earth, lower the palms down, and unravel the spine, knees to chest. Lowering the left foot down, interlacing your fingers behind the right shin, extending the right foot, keeping the right foot flexed. We'll come into a supine hamstring stretch, maybe extending the left leg as you ground down through that left heel. Again, it might feel nice to point and flex the right foot and maybe the left foot a few times. Knowing that you can always keep a micro bend in that right knee. Hips are squared here. Exhale, release, great work. We'll take this stretch on the other side. It might be more accessible for you to grab the calf muscle, the back of the ankle, or the big toe. Find what feels good. One more breath. And gently release. We'll close practice today in supine butterfly pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees are bent, knees are splayed wide. Allowing the hips and the glutes to soften. Noticing the expansion around the groin and the inner thighs. And you might like to place one palm on the belly, the other on the heart space, deepening your connection to the breath. Noticing the body's response to this posture. We'll be in this posture for about the next 5 to 7 breaths. So giving yourself the space to soften, allowing yourself to surrender. I invite you to rest in butterfly pose for as long as you like. Thank yourself for showing up here today. reminding yourself that this practice is always here for you whenever you would like a moment to reconnect with your inner tranquility, your inner peace. Thank you so much for today. Namaste.